Norway, a cultural and natural wonderland, offers some of the most fascinating attractions. Norway, the land of the midnight sun, has a plethora of options for travelers. From endless snow-capped mountain peaks to deep fjords, Norway has almost something to offer for every interest and every budget. Traveling across the country is surprisingly simple, even when traveling by rail or on one of the country's fantastic coastal steamers. The country's excellent public transit systems offer some of the best opportunities for sightseeing. So if you're considering a trip to Norway, you'll undoubtedly enjoy these top 10 places we are going to talk about. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to never miss any updates. You will find some travel tips in the description. Number 10. Gel Beach, Bodo. Gel Beach, Bodo is a beautiful and unique gemstone beach. This beach has been called a paradise in Norway for photographers simply because of its natural, almost magical scenery. As you make your way toward the breathtaking Gel Beach, you will be greeted by a scent that is both peculiar and pleasant. The beach itself is only a half-hour drive from Bodo. The locals are highly hospitable and are happy to tell you some fascinating tales about the Red Beach, which is said to be infused with gemstone particles. Number 9. Bergen-Hanseatic Wharf, Bergen. The Bergen-Hanseatic Wharf is one of Bergen's most popular tourist attractions. This vibrantly painted district was once the city's commercial center, dominated by Hanseatic merchants. You can visit several historic buildings that depict medieval life, as well as boutiques, restaurants, and the Bergen Museum. The Hanseatic Museum is also a good place to visit, which has been open since 1872. This fascinating museum is housed in Finnegard, a 1704 home once owned by a merchant. And if you have enough time, you should also pay a visit to Trollhaugen, composer Edvard Grieg's former home and workspace, as well as the open-air market. Number 8. Scenic Rail Routes. It is well said that there is no better way to see Norway's breathtaking scenery than by train. Surprisingly, for such a mountainous country, Norway's rail lines stretch over 3,218 kilometers, passing through 775 tunnels and over 3,000 bridges. The best scenic routes start in Oslo from the Bergen Railway, which runs across the Hardangervidda mountain plateau. The second notable routes are the Dove Railway from Oslo to Trondheim, with its sideline, the Rama Railway between Doms and Andelsens, and the world's steepest, the Flam Railway. Number 7. The Olympic town of Lillehammer. Lillehammer, located above Lake Mjøsa at the southern end of the Gudbrandsdal Valley, is one of Norway's most well-known year-round tourist destinations. Summer attractions include Mayhaugen, an open-air museum with over 100 historic buildings, including 18th-century farmhouses, workshops, and a stave church. Among them, Peer Gynt's Cottage is another notable landmark. It is said to have been the home of the prototype of Ibsen's famous hero in the early 1700s. Lillehammer shines very beautifully when the snow falls. The city also hosted the Winter Olympics in 1994 and has an endless list of winter activities: skating, curling, sleigh rides, more than 480 kilometers of Nordic ski trails, and alpine ski centers. If you have time, then make sure to enjoy all the activities. Number 6. Akershus Fortress, Oslo. The Akershus Fortress is a medieval castle built in 1299 by King Haakon V of Norway. King Christian IV changed it into a Renaissance royal home at the start of the 17th century. It is located on a bluff overlooking the Oslofjord, and the grounds offer breathtaking views of the harbor. During the summer, guided tours are available. The Museum of the Norwegian Resistance is located on the castle grounds. This fantastic museum displays weapons and exhibits that depict Norway's military history. Number 5. Fjord. Fjord one of Norway's most famous and photographed fjords, is located in the Sunnmøre region in the country's west. It is a popular place for tourists to go because the scenery is so beautiful. There are huge cliffs, sparkling waterfalls, and beautiful blue waters. It stretches for 15 kilometers and is part of the sprawling Storfjorden system, with steep mountains and jagged peaks on either side. A number of beautiful waterfalls drift down its cliff faces, the best of which are Suder and Seven Sisters Falls. Many cruise ships and sightseeing tours pass through the fjord due to its breathtaking beauty, especially during the sunny summer months. So if you got a chance, board a ship's deck to have a fantastic experience. This place is also well worth hiking up some of the prominent peaks and plateaus, such as Dalsnabba and Ornesningen, for the spectacular views. Number 4. Lofoten Islands. The Lofoten Islands, located just off Norway's northwest coast, are famous for their dramatic and distinctive scenery, with rugged mountains rising impressively above the sea. Secluded beaches, bays, and sleepy little fishing villages are interspersed among its majestic peaks. The archipelago, which is linked to the mainland by a series of bridges and tunnels, is home to picturesque pastures and sheltered inlets, with epic fjords dotted here and there. Because the surrounding waters are teeming with life, fishing has long been a primary industry on the Lofoten Islands. In its small towns and villages, you can find traditional fishermen's cabins and a few tourist attractions, like the Viking Museum and the War Memorial Museum. Aside from admiring the scenery, the islands are also an excellent location for viewing the aurora borealis. Hiking, cycling, and rock climbing in its diverse landscapes are also popular pastimes, as are scenic boat rides and whale watching tours. Number 3. Nordkapp. Nordkapp, which rises high above the Arctic Ocean, has long been one of Norway's most popular tourist attractions. The towering coastal cliff, also known as the northernmost point of mainland Europe, is located on the island of Majorøya. Visitors have been drawn to the lofty plateau's wild and remote setting for long, which offers breathtaking views of the ocean. The prominent point has been visited by everyone from the King of Norway and Sweden to Kaiser Wilhelm II of Germany, and the Sami once used it as a sacrificial site. You can come to Gok by bus at the North Cape and take in the breathtaking views. While it can get crowded, especially during the summer months, the natural beauty of the cliff makes it well worth visiting. Number 2. Norway's Arctic City. The Arctic Circle is best known for serving as the home base for many major Arctic expeditions since the mid-1800s. In the 13th century, the area around Troms was first settled as a fishing village, which adds to the maritime charm of the area. Troms is also one of the top destinations in the world for viewing the spectacular northern lights, owing to its northerly location. You can learn about and explore the phenomenon at Polaria, the world's most northern aquarium, and the Polar Museum, which has interesting exhibits on Arctic exploration. In short, the experience of this place is something unique that you won't find anywhere else in the world. Number 1. Pulpetrak. Pulpetrak, also known as Preikestolen, is one of Norway's most popular tourist attractions. It is also one of Norway's most photographed locations, and perhaps you have also seen its picture somewhere on the internet. To reach the top, you would need to follow a 2-hour uphill hike. However, once you reach the almost perfectly flat-topped cliff, which is more than 600 meters above the water, you will be repaid with breathtaking views of Lysefjord. Also, if you have time, pay a visit to the remarkably fascinating Norwegian Canning Museum. This interesting museum shows how sardine fishing and processing is one of the country's most important industries. It is housed in a historic cannery from World War II. Last but not least, the months of June, July, and August in Norway are ideal for vacations because the weather is warmer and the days are longer. July, the warmest month in Norway, is also the month when the legendary midnight sun shines, making it an excellent time for outdoor activities such as hiking, cycling, kayaking, and picking berries. That's all for today's video, and thank you for watching it. Don't forget to share your thoughts with us in the comments section below. You will find some travel tips in the description. See you next time.